morning. How are you?
And you're Kyler?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mary Harris, General Manager here.
Thank you.
Come on in and have a seat, and we'll just visit a little bit, and I'll kind of go over the job position with you, and then we can kind of decide, if it's a fit for you.
All right.
That sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Well, first of all, what I like to do, Kyler, is I like to give you a job description and just kind of let you know what the job is all about. And then if you have any questions, you can answer, ask them to me, okay?
All right.
Okay. So I'm just going to give you this, and I'm just going to go over it with you a little bit. Basically, you're applying for like an on-air personality job. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. And you've done the resume and everything. I've got all that.
All right.
So basically, what the job is, Kyler, is you're going to be playing music as directed by the music director. You're going to have like ad copy to do. You're going to prepare and gather information for like a morning show. Is that kind of what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Like that? Okay. You would be like reading the breaking news, reporting guests, doing interviews, talking to public personalities, answer the phone lines as needed, attend like live remotes, maintain a positive attitude, be cooperative, with the other employees, set up equipment for broadcast, operate the console, and most of all, Kyler, is we have to make sure that you follow and enforce the FCC rules and regulations for radio. Okay?
All right.
Does that kind of sound like maybe something you might be interested in?
Yeah, that'd be wonderful, actually.
Okay, great. Now, do you have any broadcast experience at all?
I took a intro to broadcasting class over at Webster City, and
Okay.
I did that for about a semester, and then it was like a block one with creative writing, and you worked with photography and stuff along with, in the broadcasting we did like just regular talking, and then we also did like on air, like where you'd be on the camera as well, so I have experience in being behind the camera talking, and then also just talking for recording.
Okay, excellent, excellent. That's always good. That's a good program to be in. Are you familiar with KQWC at all?
Yes, I've been there. I've done an interview there with Pat Powers, and I listened to their station. I've listened to, I can't think of the exact station, but it's been a preset in my parents' car, and I've listened to it a lot.
Good deal, good deal. So when did you do that interview with Pat Powers? Has that been a while? Or?
That was a
What was
couple
that
weeks
for?
ago,
Couple
for
weeks
the
ago?
play, because I'm in the play
sure.
that's actually tonight.
Okay. Now, is this your first job that you're applying for, Kyler, or are you working now, or?
This would be my
What's your-
first. This would be my first job, like an actual part-time. I do detasseling. I've
Okay.
worked detasseling for 2 years now. This will be my third this year if I decide to do it.
Okay. So if I contacted your last supervisor, what would they say about you?
So that I work and I get what I'm asked to do done
Okay.
to the best that I can.
Alright, good. Alright, so your educational background, you said you've taken a little bit of broadcasting classes. Okay, good deal. So what type of environment are you comfortable working in?
I'm comfortable in working in an environment where I know that I'll be left to get my work done and I won't be pressured really badly to get it done. And I enjoy being able to work where the stuff is set out for me to do, and I'll complete it as quick as I can, as efficient as I can, and I'll wait until the person that's in charge needs me to be done, and then I'll be done with my work.
Okay. So how do you keep yourself organized and on track?
I developed where now this year, like I changed my way of doing stuff where I have a binder that I keep all my stuff in, or a portfolio, keeping files and stuff in.
Okay. I'm just jotting down a few notes here. Hope that doesn't bother you any.
Nope.
Okay. So how would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as a very fun and creative person. I like doing things different than most people do. I don't like going through routines, doing the same thing every day or similar to it. I love change when they switch it. When they switch stuff up, I'm willing to adapt to it.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So how do you think your friends would describe you?
I joke around a lot with them, so possibly funny. I like to get stuff done when I work with friends. If I go and I do something with a friend, I'll try and get the job done before I start doing anything else. If it's like a job based, do you have anything else more on, like, what do you mean by a friend?
Just your friends. How do they see you? Do they see you? You know.
I don't know my friends. I'll really ask them. That'd be a good question to ask them though.
Okay. So if somebody asked you to do something and you didn't agree with it, how would you handle that?
I would look at it as long as it's legal and whatnot, like being asked to do it before knowing that I'm allowed to do it. But I would see if there's any way of, say, looking at it and think if there's a way of doing it differently. And if not, then I would do the task.
Okay.
If I didn't agree with it. Just if it's a higher up telling me that that's what I'm supposed to do, I'll do it.
You do it? Okay, so tell me what motivates you and why.
What motivates me is knowing that when I'm done with it, that I'll have something good that comes out of it. I like to have a task, and when I finish it, have it be set out and be done very well. It's important to me when I start on something that if I'm going to finish it, that I finish it well and make it look nice and to the standards of the person who wants it completed.
Okay, awesome. So what frustrates you?
Frustrates me is when something is not going the way that I like when you have like a project and it starts to go, you have everything planned out and something doesn't work that you have in your plans and it messes it up. That frustrates me because then you have to backtrack through all of it and redo it, and it bothers me a lot when I have to do that.
Okay, good. So tell me about something, your toughest negotiation you've ever had, and how did you handle that?
Tough negotiation. When I was working for paper, I had to try and negotiate how I'd get it done. Like I was negotiating with my parents how I'd get it done, and I figured I ended up getting it to where they didn't want to help me with it because I didn't understand the paper. But after talking with them and explaining it, I finally got them to do it. It took me a couple hours, but I talked it through it and explained it, and they saw that what I was saying made sense. It was hard to convince them, but after I did, they understood what it was for, understood why I needed it done.
Okay, great. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I want to have my own job as working with radio, actually having my own broadcasting like channel, and being on my own, maybe like a joint station with somebody or running my own section of the station, and having I know that there's the guy that has coffee with the coaches, and I like that a lot, something similar to that. I like listening to that, I listen to that in the mornings, and I find it very interesting.
So do you have some sports background when you're telling me, coffee with the coaches?
Yes.
Is that something you'd like to get into as well?
That'd be fun. I've done sports for all year.
Some sports broadcasting? Okay.
We did talk about sports in the broadcasting class, yes.
Okay. Alright, now this is just kind of fun. I want you to close your eyes and tell me step by step how to tie my shoes.
Oh, I tie my shoes really weirdly. I take it and I do like a normal cross, like how you do a normal cross, and then you take it and you take one string and you loop it twice, and then you make one loop, you loop your finger, you loop the other one around twice, and you pull it, and you have a bow, and then you loop them again and make a double knot.
Oh, a double knot, okay.
Yes.
So what do you make a double knot for?
My shoestrings that I had, or used to have, they would always come undone, so I double knotted them to make sure they didn't come undone.
Okay, awesome, very good. So I have a lot of people I'm interviewing for this position. So why do you feel like you'd be my best candidate, and why should I hire you?
I feel like I would be your best candidate because I'm willing to work whatever hours you want me to. I'll work my hardest to get the job done, and I won't leave until I finish it officially to your standards.
Hired.
Thank
You did very well.
Okay.